guys, I hope you're doing well. I have an interesting video for you this week, and it's about something that I strangely have gotten a lot of comments about, a lot more than I ever thought I really would get. But I guess in my mind, it's just something that I really see very few cons about, but I guess there's other opinion towards that. But basically the topic of this video is going to be why I think women should travel by themselves. I think it's important for both men and women to travel by themselves and to just like spend time alone in general. But it's especially important for women, I think, because we do get this sort of programming very early on that, we always, need a man to complete us, and we always, have to have like permission, and, we can't do things on our own, and, we don't have this sort of strength to be independent, and especially when it comes to, going places. And no, I'm not being ignorant to not say that there is a lot of violence going on, especially against women all around the world, and it is technically more unsafe for women to be traveling by themselves than it is men. That is obvious in this day and age. But at the same time, I don't think it's healthy to be living in that kind of fear and to pretty much just tell yourself that, you as a woman are not capable of, doing the same things as a guy because of your sex, and to kind of keep yourself back from, really fantastic opportunities and challenges and, opportunities to grow, basically, which traveling, I think, is like the best opportunity to do that. Really step outside of your comfort zone, to really have just yourself to rely on, and to expand your worldview, obviously. So as women, I think it's really important to take on that kind of independence, to feel like I can take care of myself, I can take on new challenges, I can deal with whatever kind of circumstance comes my way, and I can do it just as good as any guy. I get so many comments from like guys on my travel videos saying like, why are you always alone? And like, don't you feel like you need like a man to be with you? And why would you do these sorts of things by yourself all the time? Like all these kinds of comments, and not just like on YouTube. I obviously get the commentary when I'm traveling or, talking to whoever, and they're like, why do you travel so much by yourself? And the short answer, I guess, is I like it. I like to be by myself. I can be a very selfish person where I would much prefer to do what I want, whenever I want, go wherever I want, and just have things be totally on my schedule. It's difficult to do that in everyday life where most people, usually have a job or have to like answer to, some kind of other people. Going on vacation is really the perfect opportunity to just like let all that go, to not have to answer to anybody, and to really just do things on your own terms. When you're first starting out, yes, I probably do suggest to like start small, maybe do like a weekend, road trip by yourself, or, go across the country to a city you've never been to, or, maybe go to a country that's kind of similar to the culture that you live in, just so there's not that kind of like culture shock and you're really, faced with a lot of anxiety, especially if it's like your first time traveling alone as well. Start small and build from there. Once you've done that, then you can kind of start moving on to, some bigger things like maybe Peru, maybe Nepal, maybe India, it's really up to you and your comfort level and the kind of places that you want to see. Of course, you should still take certain kinds of precautions to keep yourself as safe as possible. So whether that means, booking a hotel in a really good part of town, knowing what kind of transport you're going to be taking so you're not getting into any kind of like sketchy taxis or anything like that. Or if you even want to jump on a tour for a portion of your trip, like whatever you want to do, as long as you are getting that experience of, making decisions for yourself, being alone the majority of the time, and really giving yourself the opportunity to just like listen to yourself and to feel your own strength, and to, make decisions from that kind of place instead of always, relying on other people to suggest how you should live your life, and to feel that kind of like victim identity of like always needing somebody else to always be there and to fix your problems, and a lot of the other things that have just been like brainwashed towards women especially, and I think travel is really just one of the best ways to break out of that mentality and to prove to yourself how capable you are and how smart you are and how independent you are. So for me personally, it has been one of the best, you know, learning experiences of my life. I pretty much call my travels my university of life education. And it has really taught me so much, not only about the world, but about myself. So for anybody, male or female, if you do have the opportunity to take some trips by yourself, I highly, highly recommend it. And if you're not able to at this point in time, the next best thing is to definitely just spend as much time by yourself as possible. So that's it, guys. That is my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you got something out of it. And please let me know in the comments down below if you've ever traveled by yourself and how it made you feel, or if you haven't traveled by yourself, what would be your #1 destination? Yeah, I hope you guys are having a spectacular day. Keep being your own kind of beautiful, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.